I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're out of sight, yeah, so show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now, because my loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, pretty baby, how was I supposed to know? No, oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. No. But I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here, and then give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
You know, there's a, during World War II, you know, where Roosevelt came up with a thing that, you know, was totally different than it's called, he called it the, you know, the World War II, he had the War Production Board.
What?
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
What the?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
Cut the crap.
We're in the middle of a pandemic that had cost us more than 85,000 jobs as of today, lives of millions of people.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
I'm just gonna get back to the mission now.
Raiden, I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Yeah, got a new show for y'all. Got a damn good show. But before we start the show, remember everybody, you can support the Horse Twins at officialhorsetwins.com. Pick you out a patriotic t-shirt today, or hat, or maybe some bird products. Use discount code Chinese Bars. I'll give you 20% off. Yeah. The President of the United States gave an epic speech last night. Check it out.
Tonight, I'm announcing that I will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all adults, people 18 and over, eligible to be vaccinated no later than May 1. Let me say that again. all adult Americans will be eligible to get a vaccine no later than May 1. That's much earlier than expected. Let me be clear. That doesn't mean everyone's going to have that shot immediately, but it means you'll be able to get in line beginning May 1. Every adult will be eligible to get their shot. And to do this, we're going to go from 1 million shots a day that I promised in December, before I was sworn in, to beating our current pace of 2 million shots a day, outpacing the rest of the world. Secondly, at the time when every adult is eligible in May, we will launch, with our partners, new tools to make it easier for you to find the vaccine and where to get the shot, including a new website that will help you first find the place to get vaccinated and the one nearest you. No more searching day and night for an appointment for you and your loved ones. Thirdly, with the passage of the American Rescue Plan, and I thank again the House and Senate for passing it, and my announcement last month of a plan to vaccinate teachers and school staff, including bus drivers, we can accelerate massive nationwide effort to reopen our schools safely and meet my goal that I stated at the same time, about 100 million shots, of opening a majority of K through 8 schools in my first 100 days in office. This is going to be the #1 priority of my new Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona. Fourth, in the coming weeks, we will issue further guidance on what you can and cannot do once fully vaccinated, to lessen the confusion, to keep people safe, and encourage more people to get vaccinated. And finally, fifth, and maybe most importantly, I promise I will do everything in my power. I will not relent until we beat this virus. But I need you, the American people. I need you. I need every American to do their part. And that's not hyperbole. I need you. I need you to get vaccinated when it's your turn and when you can find an opportunity. And to help your family, your friends, your neighbors get vaccinated as well. Because here's the point. If we do all this, if we do our part, if we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout or a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day. That doesn't mean large events with lots of people together, but it does mean small groups will be able to get together. After this long, hard year, that will make this Independence Day something truly special, where we not only mark our independence as a nation, but we begin to mark our independence from this virus. This fight is far from over, as I told the woman in Pennsylvania. I'll tell you the truth. July 4th with your loved ones is the goal. Conditions can change. The scientists have made clear that things may get worse again as new variants of the virus spread. We need everyone to get vaccinated. We need everyone to keep washing their hands, stay socially distanced, and keep wearing the mask as recommended by the CDC. Because if we don't stay vigilant and the conditions change, then we may have to reinstate restrictions to get back on track. And please, we don't want to do that again. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I look forward to seeing you.
Man, you sound like a damn dictator to me. Man, put your faith in the government. Are you smoking crack, man?
Today could mark a milestone in the push to get the COVID vaccine to all Californians. This would be a potential game changer for the state's tier system. This would clear a path for more reopenings right here in San Diego.
It's 7 per 100,000, but when we get that 2 million mark, it'll go up to 10 per 100,000, which makes it easier for counties to move more easily into the red tier. So for instance, San Diego County, we're at 8.8. that can make us eligible potentially as early as next week for the red tier. Now, we're also watching testing, especially in these low-income, hard-hit areas that also correlate with that 2 million dose number as well, too. And essentially, if we're able to perform a lot of tests with a low positivity rate, that would help us slide more easily into the red tier as well. And with that red tier, as you hear those people chatting indoors, you could see a return to indoor dining at a limited capacity, as well as indoor gym use as well, too. Essentially trying to get more businesses to operate with more operations that otherwise had been closed off due to the pandemic.
It will allow us to update our tier strategy and allow us to start reopening more strategically.
It is really troubling to see the Republican Party turn themselves into a cult and, basically pledge allegiance not to the United States of America, but to Donald Trump. Something I do not understand, I cannot accept.
The Republican Party turned themselves into a cult. Interesting. And this is the same thing that we see all of the time. The deplorable right-wing militia fascist Trump supporters. They're a cult, the Cult 45. Check this one out.
Young Democrats like Ben see a lot of promises unkept.
They're putting that stimulus check on the back burner. They're putting the minimum wage hike on the back burner. And they're dropping bombs in Syria right now, and those bombs are kind of expensive for a dude who owes me $2,000,
the more people that become self-absorbed, the less they know about what's actually going on, and I think that might be done on purpose. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. This is 𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑 of wearechange.org. Lots of news to cover today regarding cognitive decline, absolutely wasteful spending praised as if you're a stripper being showered with money, when in reality, you're the one actually getting robbed. All, of course, as our core institutions are rotted and corrupted, but don't pay attention to any of that or the widening income inequality gap in the United States, because look at this baby. It's a bigot. And on top of all this, the little guy doesn't even know it. Anyway, lots of things don't make sense in our modern world, especially our current sitting president, Joe Biden. And what did you expect when we have a career politician that's been inside of politics for close to 50 years now, that is known for toting the establishment line no matter what happens, known for being tied to all the special interests in Washington, D.C., in K Street, whose lobbyists are his best friends. And today we got a bigger picture to the larger lack of accountability from this president, who of course refuses to have press conferences and whose team is aggressively making sure that no one could ask him a question.
And then if I could just...
Let's go, you guys. Come on, press. We're gonna move out. Let's go, press. Let's go. Come on, press. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Crisis at the border, sir. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Come on.
It's almost as if they have something to hide, and once again, it's becoming the new routine of everyone around the U.S. president to make sure everything that comes out of the presidency is scripted, curated, and tightly controlled. And when the President of the United States is not capable of answering questions that haven't been pre-screened, really, you have to start asking yourselves, who's really in charge here?
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Come on, man.
Right now, the COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they will be available to everyone.
This vaccine means hope. It will protect you and those you love from this dangerous and deadly disease.
I want to go back to work, and I want to be able to move around.
To visit with Michelle's mom, to hug her and see her on her birthday.
You know what I'm really looking forward to is going to opening day in Texas Ranger Stadium with a full stadium.
We've lost enough people, and we've suffered enough damage.
In order to get rid of this pandemic, it's important for our fellow citizens to get vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated because we want this pandemic to end as soon as possible.
So we urge you to get vaccinated when it's available to you.
So roll up your sleeve and do your part.
This is our shot.
Now it's up to you.
think that's a lot of these people that are stepping down have got some problem that's, not helping the Republican Party. So by them stepping down, it's going to provide an opening for somebody who will be more interested in supporting the Constitution and work for the people. There's a couple things we got to do. We got to, eliminate the mail-in ballots again, eliminate the Dominion servers, because if that had not been happened, I probably would have won this last election, because I had ex-Mayor Stanton beat in a debate, hands down, and that's available on the internet. But yeah, we got to get rid of the fraud voting, duplicate voting, like dead people voting, multiplicates there. I know I have friends that got 2 ballots. So we got to clean up our voter registration rolls, and we got to eliminate the mail-in ballots. And then I continue to do what I'm doing, because I've won the Republican primary 2 times now. So the Republicans are the people that have chosen me. What we need to do is bring more of the Democrats over and keep the voting system legal and not corrupt. Well, what he's doing is he's allowing a lot of people to come into the country and take other jobs that Americans could have. And also there's going to be a depletion on the resources that we have in Arizona, on our education system, and lots of resources that are going to be, the welfare system. They're coming in to be on welfare and deplete our system economically. So it's like a double whammy. They're trying to suppress wages for our people that are already here, our citizens. They're trying to, ensure that the Democrats stay, because most of them come in and will want to, will vote for Democrats. If everything was legal and up to date, and proper, there's no reason to be afraid of letting people do an audit on the voting machines or on the elections altogether. The only reason they would oppose it is if they're trying to hide something.
Guess what? I ain't dead.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
It should be noted, and I hope you all are duly impressed with the fact that I'm one of the most powerful men in the United States. And you ladies, are you aware of that? Just how powerful I am?
Who are you?
You got to figure it out. And let me tell you something, my community's figured it out a while ago. But here's the deal.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives, when you think about it, more lives this year than any other year for the past 100 years.
What?
Come on, man. Get a life. Look, when you take a look at my record, people talk about the crime bill. Crime bill didn't increase mass incarceration. Other things increase mass incarceration.
That's not true.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
Huh? He's asleep?
Dead. 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 What did I say? Remember when I said Biden can't win the primaries? I kicked everybody's ass. Excuse me. I am no more a socialist or a communist than Donald Trump is. Well, I won't say it. Anyway, enough's enough. Beat Trump.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really?
If Donald Trump is reelected, all the progress we have made will be in jeopardy.
Damn.
Okay, pal. Thanks a lot. Get a life.
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. And at Fort McHenry, under the rocket's red glare, it had nothing but victory.
40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and now it's the tallest.
Nuclear. My uncle was a great professor and scientist and engineer, Dr. John Trump at MIT. Good genes, very good genes, okay? It's true. You have good genes, you know that, right? If you're a conservative Republican, if I were a liberal, if I ran as a liberal Democrat, they would say I'm one of the smartest people anywhere in the world. It's true. You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things, like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things. We must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. I know you're a sophisticated guy. The world is a mess. The world is as angry as it gets. The world is a total mess. China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain.